What is size of each element in bytes? Understood it? Yes or no? What is the column number?
1,
What is size of each element?
2.
Can you find out the starting address of this element? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Then let's see how do we assign value to each element of a two-dimensional array. So we studied the declaration statement, data type, name of the array, followed by the dimension, row numbers and column numbers. The next question is, we would like to assign values to this. Same array, 4 rows, 3 columns. I can assign row wise 12, 62, 32 for the row 0. Then 15, 75, 35 for row number 1, row number 2, row number 3. This is one way of assigning. Other way, all 12 elements can also be written sequentially. The second one, if you read, seems to be very good. If you read, if you write, this is very comfortable in writing. Less brackets will be given, but readability is better in case of the first one. Yes or no? First
Yes,
one is
sir.
understood row number 0, row number 1, row number 2, and row number 3. But the second doesn't give a better readability. From a writing perspective, second one is better. So choice is yours. Understood? Choice is yours. Now, look at this. The elements are stored like this, 12, 62, 82. Now, this is the static allocations, static assignment. Then we'll go for dynamic assignment. How do I assign value to an array dynamically during execution of my programs? Altogether, I have 12 elements. I can make use of 12 number of scanf statements. I can have 12 number of scanf statements. Go through the statements, you'll clearly understand. Ampersand std 000102, ampersand std 101112, then 202122. I can write down 12 number of scanf statement to scan 12 number of values. Understood? Everyone, tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Hello, online students. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Then let's have some observations. Let me consider the value of I 0. I will start from 0. If I is 0 and j varies from 0, 1, 2. If you look at the first 3 statements over here, and the first index I identify it as a variable I, second index I identified as a variable j. So in all 3 cases, what is the value of I?
0.
And j is fixed or j varies from 0, 1, 2.
0, 1, 2.
Varies from 0,
Very
1,
good.
2.
If I come to the second here, the value of I is same 0, it became 1.
It
1.
became 1.
But j will again vary from 0, 1, 2. If I
Yes.
come to the next one, value of I became 2. J will again vary from 0 to 2. Is it understood, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Have you made this observation? In the next 3 scanf statement, I become 1, j will again vary from 0, 1, 2 for these 3 statements. Same will also be for the next 3 when I will become 2, and next 3 I will become 3. Understood it? Yes or no? Understood? So that if you observe this, these 3 statements are repeated. Sorry. These 3 statements are repeated for value of I equal to 0, for value of I equal to, for value of j I equal to 2 and I equal to 3. Yes or no? I can execute these 3 statements repeatedly. I can execute these 3 statements repeatedly by changing the value of I from 0, 1, 2, and 3. My value of I can be 0 less than 4. I can repeat these 3 scanf statements where the first index is I, second index will vary 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Agreed or not? Have you understood? Or yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, these 3 statements which I have written inside the for loop scanfs, Are they same, different, or similar?
Similar.
Are
Same.
same, similar, or different? Similar. What is the
Similar. Yes, sir.
similarity? What is the dissimilarity? Sir, in the second index, it is 0, 1, and 2, but rest of the things are same. Yes or no? When we find
Yes, sir.
similar statement, we can execute a for loop. So these three statements, if I want to run it using a for loop with a single scanf statements, how many times all for loops should be executed?
3.
Three
And
times.
where this index, I can make it another variable j, where j will vary from 1 to 0, 1, 2 or not. So rather than
Yes, sir.
writing this three scanf statement, I can write a single for statements where this will vary from 0 to 2 or not. Have you understood right now? How
Yes,
do
sir.
you assign dynamically to value of all elements of a two-dimensional array? I
Yes, sir.
started from here by writing 12 statements. Further, with understanding, we reduced it to 3 scanfs, single for loop. Further, we wrote 1 scanf within 2 for loop, so which will also scan all these 12 values. Is it understood to everyone? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's see the execution. Again, we all know every scanf should be preceded with a printf statement. I can have a printf statement like this: data for row number, column number, percentage d, percentage d. That way, it will be better understood to assign the value or not. Next. If I want to print those values, I could write also printf statements 12 times. 12 times I can write, or I can write 3 times here. All these first three printf statement will have 0, 1, 2. First index is 0. First index is 1, same 0, 1, 2. Same way, I can write a single for loop executing 3 printf statement where the second indexes are 0, 1, 2. First index is I. Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
That could also be done. But all these printf statements, are the different, same, or similar? Similar. Where is the dissimilarity? In second
0,
index.
1, 2.
Second index.
0, 1, 2. I can write a
For loop.
single for loop for a printf statement where my second index j will vary from 0 to 2 or not. Understood it? Look at this. I wrote a printf statement. This will print all these elements in the row wise or not. If I do not write this, then all 12 elements will be displayed on a single line. If I write
Yes,
this, it will display 3 elements, next to again 3 elements, next to 3 elements, like this. So write a program. Now look at this, how execution continues for these 2 for loops. When these 2 for loops are executed, initially value of I equal to 0, value of j is equal to 0. It executes the element 0, 0. I don't write name, 0, 0 only. Then j will vary 0, 1. Then it will go to 0, 2. Again, we initialize to 1, 0. 1, 1. 1, 2. Again, I will become 2. J will reinitialize to 0. 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. Then it will go to 3, 0, 3, 1, 3, 2, and end of it. Understood? Write a program to read a matrix from the keyboard of size 4 cross 5. Write a program to read a matrix of size 4 by 4 cross 5 from the keyboard and display it in this format. Display it in a matrix format like this. Program to read and display a matrix of size 4 cross 5 on the screen in this particular format. Is the question understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Next. Program to find out transpose of a matrix. Program to find out transpose of a matrix. And when we find out transpose of a matrix, it must be a square matrix or not? Must be a square
Yes, sir.
matrix.
Yes, sir.
I want to listen from you. How do you find out transpose of a matrix?
Sir, the elements in the row are changed to elements in the column and
Exchange.
vice versa.
Exchanges.
Exchange. Very good, Mansi Kumari.
Swap.
So what online students suggested, we have a matrix, maybe 4 cross 4 or 5 cross 5. Look at this. We have a matrix of size, let me say 5 cross 5. This is the original matrix A. If I want to find out the transpose of the matrix AT, will the diagonal elements be exchanged or they will remain same? Very good. They will remain same. Very good. We will exchange these two elements. Yes or no? If I write down the index position of this is 0, 1, this index position is 1, 0. So 0, 1 will be exchanged with 1, 0. This element will be exchanged with this. Again, this element will be exchanged with this. And finally, this element will also be exchanged with this. Agreed or not? All are agreed to this. Same way, we'll also make exchange between these two elements. Again, I'll do exchange between these two elements. Again, I'll make exchange between these two elements. Agreed? Very good. If we agree with this, let me discuss. Look at a matrix of size 4 cross 4. I wrote the position of every element as bracket 0, bracket 0, bracket 0, bracket 1. To avoid this brackets, I have written 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. These are the indexes. And I wrote in a particular color. Can anybody tell me why I use this color significance?
Because it will interchange.
Interchange. 0, 1 will be exchanged with 1, 0, 0, 2, 2, 0, 0, 3. This. Agreed?
Yes.
Same way,
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, then 2, 3, 3, 1. Yes or no? If I write
Yes.
exchange will occur like this. Exchange. Now, to understand this, we understood pictorially. Let's see how do I understand to write a programs. Pictorially we understood. Given a matrix right now, I know everyone can do this because you know how a human being will do this. But will you do it by a human being or by a computer? Among
Computer, sir.
Computer.
So let's see how computer will do this. Look at this. I'm coming to row number 0. In row number 0, I write a variable I equal to 0, first index, j is my second index. Which elements I'm swapping? 0, 1 with 1, 0.
1 0
0, 2 is exchanged with
2 0.
and 0, 3 is exchanged with 3, 0. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
I'll do it for row number 0. I'll do it for row number 0. Then for row number 1, I'll swap between 1, 2, 2, 1 and 1, 3, 3, 1. All are agreed to me? In row number 2, I'll exchange between 2, 3 and 3, 2. And that is the end of the process or not? Are yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If I have 4 rows, 50, if I have 4 rows, for how many rows I did it? 3.
3.
3. Sanindya, if I have 10 rows, for how
Yes,
many
sir.
rows I'll do it?
9.
Very good. So with number of rows are 20, I'll do it for 19 rows. All are agreed to me?
Yes.
If my row starts from 0, I have 4 number of rows, I'll do it for 3. And 3 rows, if I start counting from 0, it will be ended at 2 or not?
Yes, sir.
Then For every row, see the method by which I am solving this problem. I am going to write a program. It's not that I memorized and wrote it. And for row number 0, how many elements I am swapping? 3.
3,
For row number 1
2,
and row number 2, finally
1.
1 swapping. See the differences. So if you look at this, I'll continue a loop for 3 times. I'll continue for 3
3
times.
times.
First time I'll swap between, second time, third time, 1. Understood?
Yes, sir.
If I have 10 rows, first time I would have swapped between 9, second
Yes, sir.
time 8, like this way it would have continued up to 1 or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If you observe this, the first index, if you observe this, the first index is 0 when I is equal to 0. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
When I is 1, my first index is,
1,
if I is 2, my first index is,
2.
understood? Yes or no? My first index is I. What is my second index here?
J.
Second index is fixed or it varies from 1 to 3.
Varies 1 to 3.
And here second index varies from 1 or it starts from 2.
2.
And third, second index starts from 2 or starts from 3.
3.
3.
Now tell me, my second index, here is 1, 2, 3, here is 2, 3, here is 3. Second index starts from 1 or starts from I plus 1 to 3.
I plus 1 to 3.
Second index starts from I plus 1 to 3. Second index starts from I plus 1 to 3. Is it understood or not?
Yes, sir.
First index is I. My second index will start from I plus 1 to
3.
3. Yes or no? I can assign this I plus 1 to j. My j can be I plus 1 and it will continue up to 3. Now tell me how many times I will repeat this? How many times? 3 times. If my matrix size is 4 cross 4, I'll do it for. If my matrix size is 5 cross 5, I'll do it for. Very good. Understood it or not? So to run it for 4 times, what should I write a loop? I starts varies from 0 will be less than 4. If I run it for 3 times, I starts from 0 less than 3.
4. Yes, sir.
Less than 3 if I start from 0. Look at this. This is my outer loop. I will start from 0, ended at less than 3. Had it been a 5 cross 5 matrix, this I would have been less than 3 or less than 4.
4.
Very good. Very good, Sanandya. Very good. Outer loop. When I come to inner loop, my inner loop contains another variable j. J will always start from 1 or j will start from I plus 1.
I plus 1.
I plus 1.
I plus 1.
I plus 1 to fixed value 3 or not.
Yes, sir.
So j will start from I plus 1 to
4.
less than 4, which is 3. And when I swap, I'll swap between a of ij with a of ji. Can you write statement to swap between these two variables?
Yes, sir.
You write a temporary variable t assigns to a of ij, then a of ij assigns to a of ji, then your a of ji assigns to t. Understood it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Can you write a program to find out transpose of a matrix of size 4 cross 4?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next problem, note down. Next problem. Write a program to find out whether the matrix is a symmetric one or not. Same. Write a program to verify whether the matrix is a symmetric or not. And the size of the matrix must be 5 cross 5. You take a matrix of size 5 cross 5 and check whether it is symmetric or not. When the matrix seems to be a symmetric one, can anybody suggest?
A transpose,
Mapping number
but the
should be equal to
transpose
zero.
transpose is equal to the
Oh, very
matrix.
good. That's all where you do transpose, or these two elements and these two elements must be same or not,
Yes, sir.
and these elements must be same or not.
Yes, sir.
These two elements must be same or not. Same principle, same loops. Instead of exchanging, what you will do? You will check if Aij is equal to Aji. If they are equal, continue. If they are equal,
Continue.
continue. Yes or no?
Yes,
If they
sir.
are not equal, break.
Break.
Understood or not? You write down if they are not equal, you break. But when you break, you must know it is not symmetric. So take a flag variable. Initially it is 1. 1 means it is symmetric. 1
Yes,
means
sir.
it is
Symmetric.
symmetric. And whenever you find they are not equal, when you find they are not equal,
Flag
will
equal to
you
zero.
continue? Will you continue or break it by changing flag to 0?
Sir, break and change flag zero.
to 0.
Yes, break and make the flag to 0. Outside the for loop, check the flag. If it is 1, it's a
Symmetric loop.
otherwise
Symmetric
it is not
matrix.
symmetric.
Not symmetric.
Understood the logic? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Do it for a 5 cross 5 matrix. Okay. So these are the programs which I told to do it. Another program you write down are two-dimensional matrix of 3 cross 4 and 3 cross 4.
को बता सकते हैं
Add two matrix. Take one matrix A 3 cross 4, another matrix B 3 cross 4, and store the result in the matrix C 3 cross 4. Okay. Another one. Next program. Multiply a scalar. Scalar is an integer number. Okay. Multiply a scalar with a matrix, a two-dimensional matrix. A two-dimensional matrix is there, 4 cross 4. Multiply a scalar with that matrix. Multiplying a scalar means multiplying every element of the matrix. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
A scalar with
Every element of the matrix. Understood? Or yes or no?
Sir,
Now,
order,
extension of this.
sir, order of the matrix.
Huh?
Sir, what will be the order of matrix in last question?
4 cross 4.
Okay, sir.
sir can you repeat this question also?
Multiply a scalar to a matrix of size 4 cross 5. Scalar is basically a number. Next question. Multiply I plus j. Multiply I plus j with every element of the matrix. I is the row number, j is the column number. Understood? Same 4 cross 4 matrix, but you will multiply I plus j. If I is 2, j is 3, what you will multiply?
5.
5. Understood or not? You will not
Yes, sir.
multiply, you will multiply a scalar, but not same scalar to all elements. So every element will be multiplied with a different numbers. You will multiply sum of the row numbers and column number to that particular elements. Understood it? Online students, understood it?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
So these are the programs I told to do it today. Okay. कुछ नहीं, इतना ही करो. Do whatever programs I have given. I gave a matrix 4 5.
First one,
पहला वाला ये दिए थे मैंने. To read a matrix 4 cross 5 and display it on the screen in this format. First one. Second one, transpose of a matrix. Size 4 cross 4. 5 cross 5 matrix. Check whether the matrix is symmetric or not. Understood it? Next one, addition of two matrices. Next one, multiplying a constant, a scalar. Next one, multiply the position I plus j to the element of the matrix. If the row number is 2, column number 3, if the element position is 2, 3, then we multiply 5. Understood? Are yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. And in the same program, count the number of odd number present in the main diagonal of the matrix. Count the number of odd numbers present in the main diagonal of the matrix. This is the main diagonal of the matrix. Count the number of odd numbers present in main diagonal of the matrix. Understood? So all these program you should do in today's class.
Okay, sir.
Okay. सानिध्य होगा?
हाँ सर, हो जाएगा.
हो जाएगा. आदित्य भारती होगा कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. I'll be meeting you after some time. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.
Yes.
Okay. वासुदेव अच्छा?
हाँ सर, नमस्कार सर. अच्छे अच्छे सर.
हाँ, ठीक है. So next week Sunday I will conduct a